do pia girls like wanakuanga nayo perception like leo wacha tutote wanaume?
Yeah, kwanza for babes it's dangerous. Ya madem ni mbaya sana. Ya madem inakuanga wewe nimekumark wewe. Nimekumark na leo tunaenda home na wewe. And it happens. I see it happen all the time. Like you'll find a babe amekuja. Kwanza this is what actually how it happens. You find maybe the guy the babe is interested in akona dem mwingine. So ni ile ya who can play that game better. Yeah. So unapata huyu babe mwenye kukuja na mtu ndo atenda na huyo jamaa mwenye alikuja na dem. It's so dangerous Nairobi.
Kumena kuanga hiyo design.
Women are actually, do you know women are actually more dangerous kuchotana than men? Because you see for men it's more upfront.
Yeah.
Women are very sneaky about it.
Because mtu akikujusta jo intention yake ni kudichota.
Women are very sneaky about it. Nikikuja tu nianze kuflip nywele nianze kuwine hapo so unachanganyikiwa. And you'll just think she's just drunk and having fun. Akona intentions. Unaona tu mtu amekuisparia tu kwa masikio kitu unaona tu watu wametoka kwa club uko tu haya.
This is the day we have all been waiting for. Na hii siku imefika.
Wow.
Sema leo ni deadly.
Wow.
Yambo.
Leo ni crazy man. What's up guys? I go by the name Sad Entertainer aka Crash for Dem yako. My co-host anaitwa Gio. Anapenda kusmile sana. Gio smile manze. Nya kunywa madem.
Unaniambia hivyo kwa nini msupa?
Ala.
But anyway guys, we are shooting episode 8. This is a very interesting episode. Na venye mnaona acha umrembo ajiintroduce. Sawa ni aje? This show ajiintroduce man.
Hi guys, my name is Kalekye Katitu. Nafiki kusema kile nafanya.
Sema yote. I'm a digital content creator, journalist, Hennessy brand ambassador, and I also work with Amapiano Tour KE. Amapiano Tour Kenya.
Yes.
Guess just for you.
Wow.
Nilikuwa natumia Kalekye links ananiambia yangu ni wewe. So nikasema lazima ni make it possible.
Listen, ushaona ile mimia if someone should put me on a podcast, I have a lot to say. I'm one of those people.
Uko ready sasa kufungua roho?
Well, it depends what kind of questions you have. Siji kama niko ready.
Actually tulikuwa tumekuonyesha so I guess you're ready.
I'm excited. I'm happy to be here. This is I think my second time being on a podcast. I'm just used to doing BTS stuff. I think the only on-screen thing I've done is the dating show. Yeah, we have TV bars.
I saw it.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing I've done on TV. Hizi vitu zingine zote na kwanga behind the scenes.
BTS too.
Yes.
Sasa tuko na sasa mbele ya kamera.
Oh well, I'm excited.
Like we watch some of our episodes.
Yes, I did. I watched the one we were with Phoebe. I really enjoyed that. I like Phoebe anakwanga good vibes. Yeah, and I like what you guys are doing. It'll grow. I like how you engage your guests, the questions, the topics you have. It's quite unique. Not something everyone does. Because kila mtu siku hizi anafanya podcast. But this is quite unique and I really like that about you guys. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I feel so nice, man. From the compliments, I don't know what you guys over there are thinking. I'm smiling.
Yeah, give people their flowers while they're still there, you know? Yeah.
So as we are continuing the podcast, so Kalekye, like today we tataka tu kuongelea about Kenyan babes at the club.
Okay.
Babes at the club. You see, normally, because where you are in every club, the club gani ujenda we Kalekye?
Oh wow, that's a very interesting question. Damn, that's a good question.
Woko entertainment industry.
Niko entertainment industry. I'm also a club host, so I have gone to a lot of clubs. That's still part of the job, especially now also working with Hennessy. Like they can tell you to go to Eldoret, Mombasa, juzi tulikuwa Mombasa. Like anywhere too. So I have gone to a lot of clubs, but you'll be shocked there are actually clubs I've never gone to.
Kama gani?
Let's see. Damn, hadi nafikiria
Alpha Kir.
No, I've been to Alpha Kir definitely.
Mpaka huko Malindi
Paris Lounge, the Thika Road one. Okay, yeah, that one I've not been to. Nimeenda tu ya Langata because we had the pre-tour last week.
Yeah.
So hii industry yenye huko unasema unatembeanga sana Kenya.
We do travel a lot, especially because of Amapiano tour as well. We give the fans the opportunity to choose where they want us to go. So tunapatianga options. Hata like me sikuwahi dhani I'll go to somewhere like Kakamega to do what? Ati Kakamega, Kisii, like I've gone to so many places I never thought I'd go because nini inanipeleka huko, to be very honest. So naona ni sherehe hata veke. Me I like the beach. Me napenda maji. So I do travel a lot.
Pia kwa beach.
Tumefanya Diani, we've done Diani. Diani was awesome. Diani was crazy. I think that's the best edition we've ever done. Diani we've done Mombasa like 3 times now.
But the Diani one.
The Diani was lit. Diani, that's the best edition I dare say we've done before.
So you said, but so unajua wewe umekuwa kwa club. So mwanzo unajua utatuenda kutupatia like a basic stories. Speaking about sasa kwa club. Does spoiling you at the club have return on investment? Like me nikikubaia boti like at the club nikuspoil anything you want. Shisha as a man
ina guarantee return on investment.
I'll speak on 2 perspectives. Do you want me to speak as a club host ama tu kama demamenda kwa club bamba
as a Kenyan lady and also
as a club host? As a club host, of course, if I'm inviting you out, you're here to support me, and as a club, by the time club inafika pali inanita mimi, you see that saying hosted by Kalekye, it's because they expect a certain crowd of people to come, a certain investment to be made in the club, a certain number of sales as well. So of course if I call you, of course I'm expecting you, to buy a boti or two, but now as a babe going out kujibamba, what guys, this is tough because okay, let me play devil's advocate on behalf of the babes. Not necessarily, because you've invited me out. So I'm assuming if you're inviting me out to go out to the club, you tell me your intentions from the get-go. Seti nimeenda kwa club, ati sasa juu umenibaya drinks, umenibaya shisha, umenibaya whatever. Now it's mandatory for me to go home with you, So like if you are dating or maybe you're interested in me and all that, and you invite me to go out, make your intentions clear from the get-go, so that now also me I can have the decision of flexibility to decide, what, sawa nitaenda out now jama, na kama nitakutaka kumpatia yo denda mpatia, but let it not be a mandatory thing where just because umeita dem out na mabeshte wake now you have to go home with this babe. I find that so cliche.
But sasa nikuulize unajua kama venye umesema mtu amekuita mmeenda naye tuseme umetoka naye you're out there unaitisha the most expensive shit, unataka sijui boti sijui ngapi za Hennessy, unataka sijui nini, alafu tena at the end of the day bado unamwambia imagine kama inafaa
nimespend like 30k.
To be fair, kuna watu tu kuinja wananga decorum, but personally if so personally if I'm invited out, I don't think I'd go to that extent of over asking for something, because also pia sejui mfuko ya umse. Now umse, the fact I'm an invite, maybe I'm like vebango and they just want to have a good time, so you really can't, unless sasa mtu amenipatia hiyo privilege, ameniambia order what you want, I will order what I want. Why not? So meniambia order what I want, so I'll definitely order what I want, but I wouldn't like nile tu you've invited me out, you've already bought a drink, I'll be kind enough. Of course people do ask, what do you like drinking, what's your preference? For someone like me, I can't take gin for for the longest time, not because I'm just working with Hennessy, but I just don't take gin. Kuna watu wanakuanga na hiyo preference yao. There are people who just take tequila alone, there are people who just take whiskey alone, so people do ask. And then I do expect if you've gone out of the way of inviting me out, like you've asked me what I want, that's fine, but ukiniambia atiitisha what I want, nitaitisha. But personally I wouldn't go to the lengths of over asking or ordering ati 3 bottles of Hennessy just because I've seen you've ordered one. Nah, I don't think that's right.
Unajua unasema hiyo perspective yako, but kuna majangili wengine huku nje wanakuuliza even what they can't afford themselves.
Okay, yeah, I've had that a lot. We see that a lot actually. But it's Nairobi man, like
as in mdema man umeenda kwa club hata ujai kunywa pombe gani tunaweza sema ni expensive sana ujai kunywa
tuseme tu Hennessy
exot
ujai kunywa Hennessy huwezi afford Hennessy maybe hata unaonanga tu alafu a guy comes and asks you what do you want to drink unamwambia hapo Hennessy.
Wait, is he coming to ask me ama tumekuja pamoja
like chalitua na
so this is random amekuja amenipata kwa bar and then now continue
anakuuliza do you want to drink kwa hapo unasema Hennessy. Is it fair for him as in ungemwambia tu mbona ukiwa na watu wengine huwezi sema Hennessy as in wewe
sasa hii ni in the context of ukunywangi Hennessy na mtu amekuja
something expensive not
yeah I get what you're saying I mean that's cliche. I think babes my fellow women please let's stop doing that because it's like now me going to the club people know I drink Hennessy and then now this guy randomly approaches me and then now I'm there asking for the most expensive bottle of tequila initangwa Azul. I'm asking for Azul and I don't drink Azul. So babes need to stop doing that. I'm not for it honestly.
Maybe unaweza ingia club hivi chalia ameingia club or something.
But wait, let me ask you. By the time jamaa anakuja kuuliza babe what they are drinking. Kwani what dem ana drinks kwa meza?
See, most of the time inakuanga hivyo ama kona ka
I
drink too.
No, because honestly me what I do see especially when the babes are alone what usually happens the guy unapata jamaa amekaa pahali amekuwa kicheki udem so of course they're drinking something so most times guys usually just send the drink over.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I see in most of the clubs that I go to.
So
but there do people who do come wanakuja nauliza dem can I have you buy a drink nini sasa hapo kwa hiyo dem ku I mean
but sasa imagine unajua acha nikuulize opinion yako personally maybe umekuwa ukikunywa umekaa kwa meza unakunywa tuseme tu something not very
like beers ciders
kitu ka beer maybe hauna do we mtu akikuja kuulize for a drink uta prefer kumwambia an expensive one ndo ujeke limits zako high standards zako ujeke high ama utamwambia tu something cheap ndo aonepewa ni understanding unaona gani ni better
hakuna kitu cha understanding hapo if I'm a Hennessy person I'm a Hennessy person if I'm drinking a beer and you want to buy for me another drink I'll tell you get me another beer or get me another cider like
lakini mi ndio naona
you'll go for the expensive one ama utaenda yenye
I won't go for the expensive one because I don't know who this is. But and then you see that let's go back to the first question when you guys were asking me if someone buys me a drink do they expect a return of investment sasa niitishe kitu expensive ndio kwa sasa zile natoka kwa club like I'm being harassed because I asked for an expensive drink no
mimi sio kitu imehappen
I've seen that
ugopi pia unaweza uitishe stataja but uitishe tu kitu yenye ina kitu tu iko chini aku downgrade zinaona kumbe you just azina kushukishia
sasa sioni shida yake hata akini downgrade mimi najijua
lakini mimi naona ngando wanaume wakuja wa approach them for a drink wanakuanga wame consider a lot of things
factors
like, kuna dem manze unaweza pata ulimpata kunywa bia mbili so anakunywa bia anakunywa bia mbili for 1 hour so like udem ana drink ingine or something so ikidhani wanaume wanakuanga ile like chatu ndio
udem drink
so una imagine umeona mdema kunywa bia alafu umesema acha nenda ni spoil hapo wewe una expect bia ataisha bia nyingine alafu anaenda nakwambia yo mimi nataka Hennessy si hadi
nakumbuka
that's bold I wish ningekuwa na such guts man
nakumbuka kuna time nyingine tukiwa
things happens unaonanga
they do happen for sure
nakumbuka kuna time nyingine tulikuanga nitwaje nini aseme rooftop experience.
Oh god that's
hey, ni crazy
that's a crazy party so you guys should check out
really crazy so this babe manze nampata tu wako hapo I just want to say hi ako like if you want to talk to me buy me a drink so niko like udem nikita alikuwa ameshikilia there's a beer alikuwa nakunywa so nasanga like if you want to talk to me buy me a drink so there's that kind of entitlement like if I want to talk to you at the club lazima nikubuy a drink ama kwanza shisha madem mnapendanga shisha sana like kwanza
like but I think you need responsibility kwa unataka hiyo inakwanga nini ya kuanzisha conversation uweze enda tu unaanza kuongelesha mdem na una hakuna kitu umemfanyia azin lazima tu kuna kitu namkeep up
si lazima
hapana sasa Nairobi wanako I really want to say wako na tabia mbaya but cause like society. This is so funny because now he genuinely wants to have a conversation with me or just to say hi. So like it's so unrealistic to tell him at buy me a drink so that you can talk to me when I'm the only babe there.
Hata sema hivyo exactly, as in usipobuy drink unakuja tu unaongelesha mtu, as in
no
buy a drink,
say lazima
have a good conversation to jibambe.
You see, now this is the thing. Of course you will buy a drink at some point when you're having that conversation, but let it not be a mandatory thing where I can only talk to you because you're buying me a drink. Yeah, like you umekuja umeniambia, you know what, let's have a conversation, let's sit down. So in the process of us sitting down, I do expect you to buy a drink, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, because we're having a conversation. Now it's better to sip something while having a conversation, you get. So but sasa si ile ati sasa amekuja kuniongelesha and I'm like usiniongeleshe hadi ni buy a drink. Nah,
if I go in that perspective.
No. Yeah,
so kulikuwa leo point uko unasema like ati do you think like kuna kuanga na perception watu wanakuanga nayo ati nikitoka naye kwa club tunaenda kukulana like ndio inakuwa perspective ya watu inakuanga, perception ya watu inakuwa.
Kuna kitu kingine inawezanga happen kwani na drop home.
One, let me say this, if I'm leaving the club with a guy, one, I'm considering the state I'm in.
Kama uko drunk,
if I'm drunk, if I'm just tipsy, or if I'm like really really drunk ile nazima, like sijielewi. So if
I'm uko interested pia wewe,
guys, I'm really such the worst person to ask you this question because mimi nakuanga na so much, I like to say I have discipline when I'm out.
Yeah,
I know when I'm drunk, I know my limit, I know when it's time to go home.
Yeah,
hata kama ni aluta, I will always know what time to go home. But now there's usually this thing of men expecting you ametoka na dem kwa club, lazima aende naye and they have to have sex. One, I strongly believe sex should be consensual.
Yeah,
whether drunk or not. Actually I usually say kama umebeba dem na amelewa and you're expecting to have sex with her, it's actually rape. Because she's not in her right state of mind. She's not in her right state of mind to actually say I want to have sex with this person, because sex is supposed to be consensual. So are you in her right state of mind kusema, you know what, I'm sober enough to have sex with this person? Hata ikwe ni mtu wako, even someone you're dating, it's actually very wrong. So I do believe that narrative of June metoka kwa club now we have to go and hit it off, like I strongly disagree. But now when it comes to the assumptions that people are having, what of course atafikiria she's going to get laid, or lakini sometimes inakwanga so innocent, like mtu tu ameoffer to kuku drop home, especially us with my friend groups. Okay, for me I usually have a lot of male friends, so for us it's usually, you live on this route, I can drop you, but mostly we use Ubers, so unapata tu inaitwa carpool and cost share and all that. But of course watu watafikiria, especially if you're living with a guy, something is going to happen. But mi nasemanga to just be very cautious. I feel like people should start having that discipline of I'm drunk, it's time to go home. Like kuna vitu zingine watu uji embarrass for absolutely no reason at all. Like I feel like kuna point inafikanga kwa club it makes sense. Kwanza kuzima
bidhe kama unakwanga kwa club una noticingi men wanapendanga ku pick up the ones that are most drunk,
yeah, and that's very wrong. That's very wrong because they know they're taking advantage because they know say ayuko in a position to kusema I don't like this and I don't like that, so of course they'll take advantage of the vulnerable ones. Sasa unapata mtu mwenye hajalewa sana kwa club won't get picked up easily by guys, and it happens, and it's so sad. And also sometimes I do blame, especially kama dem anachotwa na alikuwa na mabeshte wake and she's drunk, I'll actually blame that circle, because I believe if you're going out as friends and as a circle and as a group, you're supposed to take care of each other. Because honestly Nairobi it's not that safe anymore. And especially with the clubs in watu wanatokanga club at 5 a.m. 4 a.m. in the morning. We've had incidents with wanaingia luta, hata wacha kuingia luta, like even going home, like we've had incidents where mtu hafiki anakuwa like something happens with the cab guy anakuwa maybe attacked or something like I feel like as when people are going out as groups, take accountability of each other. So hata by the time beshtako anachotwa na some stranger meet kwa club, why are you friends in the first place? Me, I always call out that thing by there. It really pisses me, of course. Ni kama sasa nimeenda out na star alafu nimemeet jamaa kwa club alafu star na niacha tu niende na jamaa na uni mse nimemeet kwa club na niko maji. That is so wrong, because you can't tell me everyone in that group is 100% drunk. At least kuna mtu anafikiria so also just the circle of friends really matters.
I think there was a club tulikuwa in Kiambu Road, ilikuwa inaitwaje? I won't mention the name of the club. So tulienda Kavali lapatana na uchile tulikuwa naye. So ana simu ameibiwa simu. Na mimi niko hapo, so I was the most kind person to like take care of her. That we met that day. I really take care of her.
Friends zake amemwacha.
Aliachona kila msea
na ameibiwa simu. Damn, that's traumatic.
So I had to take a cab. Nikalipa cab nikampeleka mpaka kwa best yake. So si mimi nikatoka nikaenda saa home. So me nikasema at least she's in safe hands, let me go. So jo perception ya seka valo lifikiria nilienda kulana na dem.
Hiyo ni shida mimi.
Akaniambia
I usually say this.
Ulikuwa na mali.
Mimi nasemanga I usually say this, I'm not responsible for anyone's assumptions. And that's especially in this industry. Ukishindia kusikiza what people assume, it's so nasty out here. Kwanza it gets to a point, especially if you're a babe and you're a club host or influencer, they'll be like, oh, you're sleeping with the bosses so that you get jobs and all that, unapata ati. And then now there's akukwangi na hiyo distinction ya huyu ni club host, and then unajua kuna kwanga na those ladies that welcome people in the clubs. So akukwangi na hiyo distinction ya huyu ni club host na our ladies, and then kuna kwanga na pia na wale table fillers. So unapatanga between those table fillers na au madam kuna kwanga na some nasty business going on, and then sasa wewe kama club host unakuwa generalized now or say you get. So mimi nasemanga I'm usually not responsible for anyone's assumptions. Mimi kazi yangu ni kuplug watu na pali sherehe iko. Nikiwaambia leo niko sijui jirani, mnakuja jirani zote wangu anakuja jirani. Nikiwaambia aya sato niko Blackies by this sato niko Blackies. So nikiwaambia niko Blackies lounge ama Black Samurai, that's it. My work is to just plug guys where they can come and have a good time.
Hiyo story yenye unasema ya circle yako ndo inafaa kutekea. Mimi naona pia unafaa kukua careful na tunaenda out now.
Yes, that's very important as well.
Huwezi kuenda nao na the same people out before ukateseka alafu unaenda nao out tena unajua leo.
As in when you're not learning your lessons.
Circle yako.
But even before you look at your circle, look at yourself as well. Ask yourself, why are you going out with these people? Ask yourself, okay, I'll have a good time. Will these people care if I get home? Will these people care if how I get home? So those are some of the things I'll consider, because you'll find as much as we are usually in the club scene, like me and my circle and my friends, ni watu we go out over and over again, like every time watu wakitoka everyone says amefika home. Kila mtu anasema, like we know, we keep accountability on each other. Mmoja wetu tukiona amelewa sana, amelemewa, give them water or get them a cab, So you also just ask yourself watu uko nao, like are these people who mwenye unajua siku moja ikikuja kukurarukia like umelewa, they'll take care of you, So
Kalekye nikuulize, like tukiongea story ya kuchotana kwa club. Wewe usai kuwa chipod kwa club? As a guy ever chipod you?
Unless it's my man.
Unless
it's my man.
Is it happening?
Yeah, it does happen. Yeah.
Who's your man's?
That's not public information.
So like like do peer girls like wanakuanga nayo perception like leo acha tutote wanaume?
Kwanza for babes it's dangerous. Ya madem ni mbaya sana. Ya madem inakuanga wewe nimekumark wewe. Nimekumark na leo tunaenda home na wewe. And it happens. I see it happen all the time. All the time.
Tuambie one incident.
ini nikisema the involved parties watajua immediately ni wao. Hey, plead the fifth. But yeah, I've seen it happen. Like you'll find a babe amekuja. Kwanza this is what actually how it happens. You find maybe the guy the babe is interested in akona dem mwingine. So ni ile ya who can play that game better. Yeah. So unapata huyu babe mwenye kuja na mtu ndo ataenda na huyo jamaa mwenye alikuja na dem. It's so dangerous. Nairobi.
Women are kuanga hiyo design.
Women are actually, do you know women are actually more dangerous kuchotana than men? Because you see for men it's more upfront.
Yeah.
Women are very sneaky about it.
Because mtu akinikujusta jo intention yake ni kudichota.
Women are very sneaky about it. Nikikuja tu nianze kuflip nywele nianze kuwine hapo so unachanganyikiwa. And you'll just think oh she's just drunk and having fun. Akona intentions. Unaona tu mtu amekuisparia tu kwa masikio kitu unaona tu watu wametuka kwa club uko tu haya.
But mimi pia naona hiyo shit na
yeah, it happens. And for women it's very sneaky. It's not like when you know men are upfront. Jamaa atakuja kwambia leo tunaenda home pamoja. Madema atakwambia they'll just work hata kama it will take the whole night. Hata unapatanga wengine wanakonga wamepanga from way before. I used to do that a lot, especially when I was in campus. I used to do that guy ni kwamba. But this is now for me the difference was if I'm aiming at someone, this is someone we've been talking or we've known each other.
Yeah.
But ile me I just find contact we've met today and we are already having intimate. Guys, no, I don't advocate for it. There are people who do it, but me personally I can't meet you on the first day and then nah.
Kuna watu wajalingi.
Kuna watu wajalingi na Mr. Wajudge, but personally yangu tu ni preference. I can't do that.
Ndio hiyo story ya competition. Mbona mnakonga hivyo competitive? Mbona utaki ule jamaa amekaa pale kando peke yake ametulia unataka mtu mwenye ako na girlfriend yake? Mbona inakuanga hivyo?
I think babes just find guys with other babes more attractive than jamaa amekaa peke yake. Because ni ile kitu ya mbona huyo dem ako na yeye, mbona mimi sina. It's something like that. So yeah, it's basically tunaona tu jamaa ako na dem. I'm like kuna kitu dem anapewa pia mimi nataka.
True.
So mbona mimi nisipate?
So na pia is it advisable to go to the club with your mans like
by the advisable couples kuingia club pamoja?
It is. I mean maybe I do go out with my man so but sometimes also okay let me speak as a host. Sometimes it's overwhelming because as a host kila mtu amekuzoea. So and it's not everyone understands because some of us keep that part of our lives very private. Like you'll never I rarely talk about my partner online because I feel like everything about my life is on the internet. Like mini content creator, like I'm sharing reels, I'm sharing stories. You know, there's always that KPIs I have to do for my personal brand. So I feel like that part is the one thing that I get to keep for myself. Sasa unajua wase hawataelewa hivyo. And of course like I'm attractive, so kuna watu watakuja to hit on me on the club and be like oh I've seen you on a poster somewhere, I know you're friends with someone, you're blah blah blah. So sometimes I feel like being a club host you need a partner that understands your line of work. I think for me I always make it clear from the beginning na kwambia bebe kazi yangu ina involve the club scene. I'm probably going to be out more than usual. We do drink a lot
and a lot of people. So sometimes we might go out and someone will randomly just come and say hi or want to have a conversation. So I'm just telling you this so that like ukwe psychologically prepared for the magnitude of it, so that by the time tunaenda out na wewe but also unajua pia mafansa zingine they don't understand. Sometimes you just want to have a good time because you find every time I go out with my partner that day I'm not working. Me I just want to kutulia because most times when you're hosting you can't afford to drink like everyone else because you are the host. Literally you need to be there for people. But will you say that you'll have more fun kama uko na partner wako juu haujilimit? As in unajua kuna most of people in relationships wanakonga na side
one. Of course, me I have a good time when I'm out with my partner, like because you know it's so chilled. Like there's hakuna so much attention on me. But also sometimes unajua kwanza wasichana wakilewanga babes wasichana wakiniona mtu anakuja kwambia hi I've seen you at a piano tour, then they get so excited. I'm like oh okay, like unajua saa zingine I'm like okay I don't realize how big amapiano is because tushazoea like it's just so normal for us. So like unapata kwanza there's a time I'm in town, I'm literally just minding my business. I'm just running errands. Kwanza nilikuwa nimevaa Crocs, then a random babe just stopped me. She's like, wait, you Kaleche from amapiano too? I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh my god, I've been DMing you on Instagram. And true to that, because sometimes you don't see these DMs za kwanga mingi. I'm like, she's like, I've been DMing you on Instagram. I always come for every amapiano. I buy tickets with your link. I'm like, yes girl. So you're like, oh okay. Fun, yeah, but
nikionanga tu mdema amenismailia na juanga tu anajuanga
trust me, now for me it's even like I didn't know it's that big. Like there's a day I'm even with my mom. She's like, okay, na sawa nimeanza kuelewa hizi kazi mnafanyanga sasa. I had to even bring my mom to amapiano by the way. So that so she you saw my mom I had to bring her to amapiano. My dad came. Yeah, both my parents. I was so shocked because ilikuwa Kitengela. So it was a pre-tour. So I kept on wondering where is my dad? Anashinda kiniuliza niko wapi. I'm like, this man never asks me where I am. Because I moved out of his house kitambo. So I'm like, this man never asked me where I am. So leo for some reason I was like, ati leo mko job wapi nini. So nimetulia, I just see someone is texting me. He's like, I'm here. I'm like, what do you mean you're here? I'm like, dad, stop kidding me. Then I just see my dad. I'm like, oh,
alikuja okay. CID
alikuja like this guy hapo chini ya maji man. I'm like, okay. So I introduce others. Like I'm like, guys, this is my dad. So I think until people experience that is when they now get to understand how the whole job works basically. Even for my partner, although pia anachukia mapiano, I don't know, nimetry kuminfluence asikiza mapiano music, but you see for this other Hennessy gigs they do. Hata samabani is like wanafikanga tu the first person they're calling ni watu kama sisi, they're like watu wanaendanga out wapi on a Monday ama on a Tuesday.
Gemini tuingie Gemini. And is it like advisable for like club host like madam to have partners like cause mtako sana almost every time cause mimi niko
yo guys hebu kwanza muende msikize ile song ya shout out to Charisma na Bentol inaitwa Trust Issues. I feel like I usually even tell Charisma that song alituandikia sisi creatives in the events industry or watu tunakwanga we just work out like kazi yetu inakwanga late nights and alcohol like that song because unapatanga lyrics za sema uko na trust issues kila siku na nishuku kazi yangu ya usiku. I'm like that's so me. But I mean kwani we don't deserve love ama we don't deserve having a partner. Sasa juu nakunywa Hennessy ama juu naenda out sasa nisikue na mtu
kwa hizo kazi za usiku na having partners kumaanisha hata
prostitutes
pia kuna partners.
I believe so. I believe
kazi za usiku
but
hata yeye anaenda
kazi ni kazi anyway.
Hata anaenda kusaka usiku lakini kwa nyumba anajua anarudi kwa bwana.
No mimi nasema
funny enough sasa zingine unapatanga bwana yake anajua
siko kutafuta do ama
you see that's the thing. And also why would you be with me if you're not comfortable with the fact that I'm a club host or I'm in the event space or I'm in the nightlife industry like it's so cliche. Like kama unaona if it's not working for you why share basi there's always someone else who's willing to
compromise. Kuna mtu ako understanding designer kwa zile za anambia manzi yake so utaenda usiku utakuwa unachukua so unalipisha mimi nitatafuta mama to move on kwa ile hata nakwanga naelewana na mna move on kwa
no I feel like in every relationship hata unapatanga watu where let me give an example. Before now I joined being a full-time creative, I used to work an 8 to 5 job. So I used to as an 8 to 5 I was a brand manager. At that time I'm dating a lawyer. So you see both of us need 8 to 5 but the things we had to compromise on. So I feel like it doesn't really matter what someone does. Ata could date DJ like you'll have to compromise on something. So even those people that are in that corporate setting where kazi yetu ni 8 to 5 they also compromise on something. Like we can't be 100% compatible. Like we can't for a fact like me and my partner we did not bond on anything on the events industry. Nothing. Me napenda sports, he loves sports. Like I'm such an adrenaline junkie. Like if I'm not going for my piano utanipata nimeenda bowling, nimeenda sijui skating, nimeenda karting, nimeenda shooting range, watch game ya Man U. Like I'm such a Formula 1. So those are the kind of things we bonded over. But you see now that people, they can't compromise on such things, and that's not the person for you. Like there's always something you have to compromise on. Yeah.
We Gio neza kuwa na dem anaenda kuuza senye na ati ni dem yako like.
Okay, lakini hiyo ni different. Yeah, give the guy a break. Hiyo ni different.
But as in so, mimi naambia watu wanaelewa nanga. Watu wanaelewa nanga. Kuna mtu kwa relationship na ajali aim yake si ati ni senye. As in watu na mtu anampenda yeye ni.
Okay, lakini me for fact like I learned my lesson and I will never date someone in the same industry with but it's such a bad idea. It's such a bad idea. Personally I like a partner who's very opposite. Calm, very like kind of an opposite of me, calm, collected, who's not out there, because at least atanipate your sense of privacy that I want like for my life, because already kukua creator, everyone knows your business. Like at least have something you can keep, you know, close to your heart or close to your life, something very personal. So for me, if I'm for a partner, I always look for someone who's very calm, nonchalant a bit, ametulia tu ana mambo mob.
Na si kila msichana anasemanga hivyo.
Si kila msichana, kuna wasichana wanapenda bad boys like
kwa maneno.
Kuna watu wanapenda kudate DJs and to them, because if you don't love yourself, go date a DJ then.
Kuna wanasemanga
DJ.
Wanasemanga watu wa videography na photography.
Yes, kwanza hao.
Mbona
lawyers.
Niulize.
Those three categories.
Niulize. Then wanasema pia ma mixologists wameingia kwa hizo.
The way they are mixing drinks is how they are mixing their
babes. Anyway, watu wanafanya clubs, majobs za usiku and stuff, tunajua tu mambo zenye.
All the best, but you can have discipline. I mean, need to have those yet ni rahisi, because of course kuna itafika pali pia itambother a bit.
True.
But I mean, it's the sacrifice they were willing to make in the first place, and so long as you made it clear from the get go. Sasa ukijua
lakini Kalekye
mimi si mlevi guys, I just have a high tolerance.
Sasa una Kalekye amezima.
Labda
na but birthday yangu nilizima.
Birthday yako ni exception by the way.
Okay, wanasemanga birthday ni exception, but birthday nilizima. I think nimezima like twice. But lazimanga nikifika
lazima last weekend tukimaliza kushoot.
Birthday yake tulimzimisha tukiwa mapiano Manhattan. Oh damn, sorry for that. You know, having a birthday in the piano to a team is a suicide mission. Like
like it feels good kama unajua kuna watu hapo wanajali wanataka birthday.
Because Manhattan was crazy.
It was crazy. Manhattan is always crazy. It's always a good vibe. Crazy. Yeah.
So like also wanted to know like why are girls sexual when they are drunk? Like ilionosho hiyo meme
si sexual pekee na men
with women.
Men wakiwa drunk that they watatisha nini zingine.
Chupa ingine.
Ladies wakiwa drunk they start kissing each other hapo.
Mimi nakwambia kuna siku nilikuwa nimetoka Simbali hapa tu Paris. Nilikuwa na 4 ladies nilikuwa nimebeba hapo nyuma. Ilikuwa usiku sana na hawakupata cab. Bana na drive nasikia huko nyuma. Vitu zinaendelea.
Get us much of them.
Mpaka nikashangaa nini saa 9 usiku bana.
Okay. Wow. Now let me now give, it's like when men take wine. No, let me just say girls get horny quickly than men when alcohol is involved. And now cause that point of majama wakilewa, all they can think about is ordering another bottle. Now for the babes, they'll be like them, they are continuing drinking, you might as well, we are giving each other attention. So I don't know, I've never understood that chemistry though,
attention
I've never understood, because me I'll always be on getting another bottle.
Ama bado unaweza sema ni kitu tena kwanga ndani ya mtu, so hiyo pombe
probably. And then I also saw something on Twitter, someone said every girl has some bisexuality on them on the inside. but it's hapana is not necessarily. It's just like we express our love more, like women are just fragile beings.
Let me tell you why ladies are bisexual. Because achukue for example when tulikuwa in high school, si ndio? So tukiwa like si unajua when million to a public school, so like tukioga mostly tulikuwa ilikuwa
was it mixed or day?
It was boarding male boys only.
So okay.
Tukioga hakuna venye mimi ndaoga na admire deki ya Charlie, lakini madem atakuwa na opinion mkioga.
Mlikuwa mnaweza the same place like 10 people na hakuna tibares mnaangaliana tu mkioga.
So for real? My high school was strict. I was in a Catholic school, so
your time
okay, mimi personally nataka kuangaliwa
anaduma tu boobs hadi mwingine,
but it's such a normal thing for girls.
Men kama mnaoga kwa field eri tu kila mtu oge na turn yake, hata
kama but see that's toxic masculinity, as we don't have that. That's the reason why, like when I say women are very fragile beings, like us we are not afraid to. That's why unaonanga watu wanasemanga during heartbreaks and breakups, like women deal with it better than men, because as we know how to process our feelings. Like I'll call my girl nimwambie nimeachwa nini, we'll cry about it on phone, I'll be okay, like at least I've let it go. You mutayeka ndani itabakolap ijae and then itakuja kulipuka and it won't be good. So for women, I feel like women is just because they express, we're just lovely beings, to be very honest. We're just lovely innocent beings that like showing love to their fellow friends.
Lakini mwache kukisiana sana kwa class.
Personally, I can't do that. Mimi nakwanga na discipline. Cause sasa imagine now I get drunk, I start kissing another girl, and I'm a whole brand right now. I may not be as that big, but there are people who are always watching the unajua we usually understand. I usually even tell influencers at mapiano too, especially when you're another, I'm like, as much as this is your first edition or your second or it's just a pre-tour, the people who are watching these opportunities don't, like, you can't, a club in Eldoret can't just randomly decide to call Kaleche. They've seen my work, they are watching. There's someone who's always watching, then you'll find someone will recommend you. You see? So there are things I personally can't afford to do and I've never been interested in doing. Kwani machalio ameisha bana
kina star kwa hapo
machalio hawajaisha. So but kuna kwanga na that ka moment girls just have, and it's perfectly normal. Kwani mnakwanga bothered ama mko jealous? Si nyinyi
personally I'm too jealous. Mimi nakwanga
bothered, be honestly. Mimi nakwanga bothered.
Why are you bothered by it?
Hata sijui explain aje.
Why would a lady talk to another lady na uko hapo?
Me do that all the time with my friends.
Like sasa
no, but listen, that sometimes wana kwanga girls night out. If I'm out with my guy, with my partner, of course I'm not grinding on another babe. Like that's cliche. But if it's a girls night out, we're just having fun. Like girls just want to have fun.
But then I have a question. Kwanza ni ya Costa. Uko na shida ukiweza kuwa na mdemo, uko na shida kigrandia mtu mwingine?
Charlie.
Mi naye obviously ndasikia tu
utasikia vibaya.
Nasikia hiyo kitu. I feel
imagine me siwezi. I never do. Sichukuliangi kutoakia mtu kama
that's absolutely wrong.
Naonanga ikiwa very
no, that's very wrong. My partner is literally there and I'm grinding on another man.
Si ati literally as in uko hapo mbele, as in ile tu yenye labda alikuwa club alafu usikia alikuwa na grandia mtu, but si ati ile yenye alishinda pamoja, ile yenye labda kulikuwa na wimbo ilikama hapa alafu akaanza kudance. Inaweza unajua pole pole. I know it's respectful kama uko hapo. I know
no, hata asipokuwa,
but okay, I'd say this mimi naonanga kama ku grandia mtu it's not really intimacy. Sionangi ikiwa really true. Hata mimi hebu sikia mimi bedhe utainipata nimekaa hivi nimeshika msichana na kula haga yake, trust me. Hata true. Hata tuende wapi, it's not easy. Utanipata nimeshikilia nini juu sionangi the fun in it. Tunaonanga tu ikiwa black. unaona
It's-
so ndo maana mimi nikiona mtu anafanya
as a babe, that's very disrespectful. And if you have a man and you do that, shame on you. Do better and respect your partner, because
Itafika kama saa ingine Kenya
yeah.
vijana wanacheza
And then
dance
you see
music.
some guys misread it. So mtu ataona ni kama unamdai aanze ku no me I don't
kuna kwa na
advocate
saa
for it.
ingine mtukaa K the DJ anacheza dancehall music hapo,
Shout
kila
out to
mtu-
K.
K, shout out to kila mtu anataka sasa kwanza kula tako.
Hey,
lakini yenye-
I'd rather just grind to my female friend
Me I don't like that shit.
then but not to another guy.
inakuumanga mimi
Yeah.
naniumanga kuona msichana ako hapo anakataa kunini na kijana alafu aende kukaa na msichana
Exactly.
yani
Ati anakata kufanya nini?
as in
Like,
unaacha
really,
kijana uende kwa
I
msichana
see you tu hapo peke yako. Uko tu hapo unatengeshaga peke yako. So mimi nakuja ku approach. Hiki kitu nakuanga so embarrassing. Nakuja hapo ku approach.
kwani umefanyia hivyo
Bro.
Hey, you can experience.
Then si uko hapo tu na wine peke yako. Yaani uko na inamaanisha there's something kuna
But then
kitu
lakini,
so mimi nafika hapo then uko hapo unasimama unaanza like unaanza kunifanyia size or something unaniangalia
Anakusize alafu anatoka.
bro, that's the most embarrassing thing man.
But you see, me personally, I wouldn't grind to a stranger though. Like, hata kama umekuwa ukinicheki,
Hata kama ni
I'd
ngoma
feel
gani.
uncomfortable. Hey, of course. Hata ukwe ngoma gani. Hey. So, yeah, why are you approaching a babe that you don't even know for her to grind on you?
See, what
in the
that
first
have a good
place?
time and go home.
Oh,
Trust me.
please.
See, what that have a
You
good
can
time,
have a
mama.
good time. Take tequila shots and go.
That even though I think that's the reason watu wengi wanaendanga club wagrindiwe
What?
Yeah, true.
Change that perspective. Let's go and drink and forget our
Sometimes
troubles,
kienda
guys.
concert, probably hizi concert za kina Conscious,
Nenda kula taco.
You know, this is giving that
Utasikia
topic of
vijana
that babe
wakiongea.
mwenye alikuwa anatuakia ananini na Omale.
Omale, yeah.
Trust me, I wouldn't even do that. That's so disrespectful.
that is.
Like hata ikwe, you know, I even asked my partner, I was like, okay, if Shensea ama anitangwa nani mwingine to meet Shensea. So if Shensea comes, would you go on stage? Because I know he really likes her.
Me, I would.
You would, and you have a girlfriend.
I would. Shensia stai muona tena. Unajua nimetamani Shensia for how many years tangu nikuwe form
And
1.
she's grinding on you.
Si
Hey, bro,
nikugrindiwa
that's the
tu.
perfect feeling ever.
And your
Best
girlfriend is
moment
there
of my
watching.
life. Kwani hatujakulana?
Kai yenyewe I'm old.
This thing,
I'm
as
so
in-
old.
Happened.
I'm so
Imagine umecrashia mtu for like 10 years alafu unapata hiyo chance utaimiss.
But this is an idol. Like
Nikugrindiwa tu.
you
Something intimate.
no. Me I'm
Hey, yo,
against
niliona hiyo stuff. Uliona hiyo stuff ya Chaliode mali nini Omale. Chali yake alikuwa so
Nilimfeel.
disappointed. Like yake mwanzo anasikia tu like what the
It's so
fuck,
bad.
man.
And, you know, imagine you're watching your partner. Hey, guys.
Hey, lakini
No, me personally, no. I don't advocate for it. Me hata Asha. Vile mi napenda Asha. Asha, hi. Asha, mwenyewe.
Asha mgana sema Asha love ama Asha.
Asha, huyu R&B artist.
Yeah.
So, shout out to Asha Love. Atakuwa mapiano with it. So, Asha artist huyu wa R&B, I do love Asha. I've always been a stunner for Asha for the longest time. But hey, hata if I'm dating someone na tuende hiyo concert pamoja na mtu wangu, ngumu bro.
Then there's this thing also wanted to know like like have you ever seen watu wanaenda na kuiki kwa club like unaona hata unaitwa watu disable inanga watu kuingia hapa.
Umeshaona kuikia same sex?
No, I don't think I've seen that.
I think
Unajua ati wasichana wale wana make out hapo kwa
Okay,
club.
like even guys.
Guys,
kuna ile video wale maboy
Walist bana.
Like
That's
that was
ilikuwa so trash.
lakini kuna vile alimvuta watu TikTok alisema hiyo.
Shit.
No, maybe kwa parking lots. I've seen that a lot.
Kwanza kuna club inajulikana sana kwa parking lot.
Yeah,
Wanachota hostess wanasema wanaenda.
Yeah, I've seen that kwa parking lots, but not inside the club. I think maybe inside the club, the most I've seen is maybe someone just getting fingered or
That happens.
Yeah, that happens. But like a proper quickie, I've not
Same sex.
for babes, yes, I've seen it in washrooms, of course. But even different sex hata kwa washrooms. I've seen it.
Mbona nakwambia
hii club ilifungwa ika replace Quiver Kilimani ilikuwa inaitwaje? Click Lounge. I've seen a click before. Yeah, so I've seen it a lot of times, but the parking lot one ndio inakwanga a bit crazy.
Mkwapo tunasikia tu masauti like.
Hata usikia tu unaona tu gari inasonga ina. You're like
can start experience.
Miss Fadangi hizo tabia za misitu manzezi
hizo hapana
ya
decent boys
si ni ma decent si ni wa decent so like tunakunga kwa clubs most of the time, so one bottle inafaa kunywa na watu wangapi?
Moja ina limit ya watu wangapi?
Kunywa na watu wangapi? Bottle of Hennessy,
boti moja ya Hennessy
ina watu wangapi unafaa kunywa hii pombe?
Chukua boti na kunywa watu 17.
That's outrageous.
What do you think is the limit?
Well, I really don't want to put a number to it, cause okay, for me, for my rather our circle, it's never been an issue, to be very honest. It's never been an issue when it comes to alcohol and sharing, cause like one thing about us, people do love going out. So buying alcohol is not an issue for the group. But essentially I feel like 5 to 6 people is okay for a bottle. 5 to 6 people. Also it depends what you're drinking. Yeah. Because something like gin ni kitu inaendanga haraka. But it can be taken by many people. Something like Hennessy, it's something watu kunywa pole pole. People don't take it. You know, gin it's a bit smoother than, okay, depending with preference, but something like whiskey, cognac, like these are people that inakunywa with a certain type of crowd that take it pole pole. As we don't, our group is wild.
Crazy,
but
crazy.
Yeah, I feel like 5 to 6 people is okay, but also it depends with the situation. Like we've had so many times where maybe someone has joined us on the table, and me, I'm not that type of person that intanyima mtu pombe juu amekuja kwa meza yetu, like yeah.
But then I see like most like hata tukiwa out and see like you guys like hata if you're there you'll drink with us even if you've not even contributed, so I guess pia like it depends with their friends, cause
it depends with your setting.
Friends unaweza kuna certain friends hata unaweza kuona hauna doba tutalewa tu,
but bedhe kuna situation yenye ina happening mlikuwa maybe wawili mmechukua boti alafu ladies wamekana nyinyi mko na boti.
Why is it ladies always? Ni nini ladies
bana wanafanya vitu zingine Nairobi, so umechukua boti kwa wawili tu guys, alafu ladies watakama mko na wanakana nyinyi. Boti kianza kuisha kila mtu anaanza kujipea shughuli. Mbona usiendelee na conversation?
Again, Nairobi is wild, women are wild in Nairobi. So hapo siwezi watetea per se, but also consider ni au majamaa wameita au madem. Ni watu wamejileta. Do they know these guys?
I'd say most of the times no.
Most of the time no. That's wild. I wouldn't go to a table that I don't know guys.
Yeah, but people do that.
That is wild.
Shout out to Angela Mashori ametujoin hapo kwa background hapo kwa behind the scene. Wapikelele. Amekuja sasa manzetu hapa tumejibamba, lakini utaona video. So nilikuwa nataka kujua like kulikuwa na kitu like ilikuwa inaendelea like wanasema like Kenyans drink too much, like Africa nzima Kenyans drink too much. But sasa tukuje si wa Kenya kwenyewe kati ya wanawake na wanaume wakani wanalewa sana.
Please guys, I'm the worst person to ask me about
unakwanga kwa club unajua
huyu Kaleche
wewe acha kunichomea kwa internet. That I'd say it's a 50-50 thing.
Really?
Yeah. It's a 50-50 thing. Though I would see why people would think babes drink more than men in Kenya right now. But honestly, it's a 50-50 thing. Though madem, squeezy madem wana
pia kunywa by them beer, lakini sasa
no, it's not even my beer. Like even nowadays I'm seeing cuz let's say 3-4 years ago not so many babes were into brown liquors. things like whiskey like Hennessy, Jack Daniels, Martell, such things, whiskeys and cognacs. But right now it's so crazy, like so many babes like take brown liquors, so inaenda ikichange. I think ina depend pia na season. Yeah,
inaweza sema nini women drink more juu wanakuanga wanapenda ku have fun more than us, I'd say.
Is it really the fun perspective or you know, ukweli tu Kenyans we are just functioning alcoholics. Someone told me that kuna mtu aliniita alcoholic and I was so offended. I was like then someone was like we are all functioning alcoholics. Because inafikanga Thursday kwanza Friday kuna kaki kingine kana kujanga, you are like
Friday bana.
But yeah, I mean okay, yeah, because also we were doing a survey and we noticed that even for mapiano tours ni mademo anakujanga wengi kushinda machali. That's why we even did a whole edition just dedicated for the pretty girls love mapiano. So yeah, we can say babes, but honestly tujaachana sana the ratio.
Wanaume pia wanakunywanga hapo.
Mimi najua mtu hata sitaki sijui nimtaje jina lakini anakunywanga crate mzima ya beer. So that's 24 bottles, yeah. So it depends. Yeah.
Kwa game hapo saa tu wanaume wanaingia hivi club pekee wanakunywa vibaya sana.
Okay, me nasema like it also depends cause unapata wanakunywa maybe Savannah or Hunter, then some few shots or something of the sort.
Hey,
so but I think madem ndo wanakunywa hard liquor.
Unajua okay, hard liquor si maybe wakichapa shots, but sasa
Angela ndio angalia zile za sema ukweli.
Lakini observe kuna watu wanakunywanga kuna mtu atakunywa
na mimi siniweke kwa hiyo ratio mimi sikunywangi.
Wewe ni a different case wewe. Kuna mtu ataanza kunywa Savannah, sasa akunywe Savannah ya pili, ya tatu, ya nne, aanze akunywe shots. But madam skizwa na kunywa like
okay, what's the scale of determining the like if babes are drinking more? Is it per boti or is it the type of kulewa tu generally? But kulewa you can't say wanalewa madam ulewa haraka.
They true,
yeah.
Zapata wanaume wana consume more but
like babes get drunk easily.
But najua kuna wengine naye hapana.
Okay, not me though.
Kalekye na lewangi. Sina sanga ngata just.
And I'm not even proud of it, baby. You know, someone on Twitter asked me, aliniuliza baby sijai kwenda kama umezima. I'm like, guys, mkijua the state nafikanga nikiwa home, I get home, I'm the type of people I won't get drunk in the club. Lakini nikifika kwa nyumba nione TV mlango yangu hivi out.
Unamtupia zewo na kama amezima.
Nani?
Jo
Mushiri.
Jo ni strong.
Wait,
Jo utamwona na staga.
You see, also Joe is also those type of people where he knows when he's drunk and he goes home. Like we've seen that so many. Hata with the tours, like akisikia zake zimeshika, he'll just go home, and that's wisdom.
Kuna siku nyingine sasa chance chome. Ngine sasa si tuko kwa ground. Kumbe nataka kusaidia Joe amke ananiambia niko sawa. Literally unaona.
Shout out to Joe Mushiri.
Big shout out to Joe Mushiri. Tell us your relationship with Joe.
My relationship with Joe.
Yeah.
We've been friends with Joe since 2019, if I'm not wrong. The time he used to host at 1824. So that's when I knew. No. Actually, I think it was the time he was working at Capitol. Can't quite remember but 2019 is the year where we like now started really hanging out together. Then Amapiano started. I used to go to Amapiano as a fan, by the way. Niweingia Amapiano late 2022, like working. But yeah, so Amapiano started. I used to go. We used to hang out. Yeah, na bado still my best till date. He's still my boss as well. And natuko Hennessy na yeye pia. Big shout out to Joe Mushiri.
Shout out to Joe Mushiri.
Anajenganga watu huku nje and people don't give him his flowers. So
let us give we are giving him your
Yes, we are giving you your flowers. Yes,
shout out
yeah.
to Joe Bede has helped a lot of
A lot. A very kind-hearted person. Yeah.
Bisha hata Kenyan music has pushed Kenyan music for the longest time.
Yeah, for sure. I
Like
thought Calligraph, I think he even mentioned like part of his career he owes it to Joe. So Joe is a good guy. Shout out. Yeah.
But kubali tu madem na kunywa sana.
Wanalewa basi.
Okay.
Wanalewa.
Tukubali tu.
No. Honestly, nimesema babes do drink more than guys, but tumeachana tu kidogo sana.
We but unaweza maliza mzinga ngapi peke yako?
Kuna mtu anaweza maliza mzinga moja peke yake.
You see your question? Mtu ni culprit amekaa nyuma ya kamera. Wow, that's a good question.
Kwani ni kitu
unaweza maliza more than one in a day?
Kwani unaongelea kitu jaifanyika?
Mimi nadhani
mnaongea depends. One, if I'm on a bender, guys, if I'm on a bender, I think I can do 2 bottles.
2
alone.
That's like if I'm on a bender, like sijalala, like which is very rare. But like I'm just looking forward to the weekend. 1 bottle is enough.
One is enough.
Yeah.
This is smoky, bro.
Okay, I'm just playing it safe though. Ati uamini?
Basi mimi naye.
You know, Star keeps on saying I drink alone. I don't even drink alone.
Unajua mimi
and I don't even drink alone. Have you ever found me drinking alone?
Kunywa na watu maybe uta notice umekunywa sana.
No, it's, this is the thing. People think I drink a lot because when we are drinking, we might be a small group but tunakunywanga a lot of bottles. So you'll find at the end of the night we've taken like 6-7 bottles of Hennessy. So mtu anadhani mmekunywa na sisi mlikuwa watu ka 11.
So ni nusu ama ikenda sana.
Nusu.
But there's a day.
You tell me about this.
There's a day Nakuru, that city needs to be shut down.
Las Vegas.
But sherehe Las Vegas itawa. I think that day we did 3 bottles tukwa mademu wawili.
Wow.
Yeah.
Vegas, Las Vegas ikuangi bure.
3 bottles of Hennessy.
Ikuangi
na kafuta kwa hapo nyuma. Jamani anacheka hivyo. Yeah, I think we did we do 3 or 2? 3, yeah, 3 bottles.
Na mlikuwa sawa.
We were okay. The fact that we remember going to our BNB, like we do remember everything that happened.
Ilikuwa time TikTok Eldoret.
We stayed over for an extra day.
Naona mnasema tu.
Yeah.
But in Las Vegas ikuangi for no reason.
But also to be fair, me that weekend for Eldoret I wasn't drinking that much. Like on Saturday, you do know during event days I don't drink a lot because I'm on stage a lot. So there needs to be a sane person on stage because there's a lot of fracas that happens. Kwanza with Eldoret we had the stage access tickets. So there were a lot of people coming on and off the stage. So I couldn't afford getting drunk.
Still on the job.
Yeah, I'm still on the job at the end of the day. Then day 2 pia sikukuwa tu na psych. Lakini sasa sijui kashetani kalitoka wapi tukirudi. Yeah.
Kasema mwingie. Las Vegas unajonga ikuangi for no reason it Las Vegas.
Yeah, what happens in Vegas?
The reason why it Las Vegas. So unaona Las Vegas watu wakinanga Las Vegas rugby. So unaanga kuna kwanga na ushirati mingi naendeleanga huko.
So Las Vegas kwa ushirati.
So unasianga what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Nasikianga bado Las Vegas kuna hadi nini za so mbili.
Nini?
Hizo.
Bro.
What?
Lakini hata hawazitumiangi sana endanga chini ya malori.
What?
Kwani mimi ndo nasikianga hivi peke yangu? Lori unajua lori nasikianga ni Nax lori zinalalanga tu kwa barabara. Sijui ni traffic kama ni zinalala tu kwa barabara.
Okay, dude, no traffic. Unapanga na a lot of
chini ya lori wante. Ndio.
No, I do know that a lot of trucks on the Nakuru route because of going to Kisumu, Eldoret and all those places, but damn, you story ya chini ya trucks sijaisikia.
Kichap hapo kwa jam.
Nakuru unaenda kwanga kwa safari rally na kwanga na a lot of sherati.
Mbaya.
And I hate it because rally is such a beautiful spot. I grew up around the rally scene. My mom is among one of the first women that that raced in the rally, in those rally cars. So that's why I really like Formula 1 and cars and all that. So it's usually so like people make it as
Ni sherehe.
like people don't even enjoy the sport and they get
true.
so annoyed. Like it's such a small percentage that actually enjoy the thrill of cars, you know. But anyway, regardless tu itakuwa tu sherehe lazima
mpaka condom zilisha.
You know, actually the rally is not even wild. There's a time Masaku 7s was girls, it was wild. Masaku 7s traffic ilikuwa inaanzianga. No, this is way before expressway ijenge. Traffic inaanzia Mlolongo, Msiokimao all the way to Machakos. Ilikuwa inafanyikanga sana Machakos People's Park. So you can imagine the traffic and the shenanigans that used to go through that route, that traffic. I think I was just too young to see that.
It was wild. Nairobi.
It was wild. Yeah, I also know it's because what one like that was the epitome 2015, 16, 14 there. That's when guys used to sikuizi sherehe ibambika your time.
Yeah.
So that time guys were so excited about like I don't know what the thrill was, but it was wild. It was actually more wild than the rally. Elisha, unfortunately, I don't know. I hope the county government of Machakos does something about it. It was a good initiative. It used to bring a lot of revenue to Machakos. So yeah.
Oh, as you're finishing off, manze, kuna msee anaitwa Kindiki. Msee manze ameboeka tu akaamua atianze kuleta restrictions za pombe. Like alika na mavindiki wenzake wakaamua manze ati watu basi 5 clubs zifungwe.
Mbona hiyo video na trend msee alikuwa anasema Gashagwa kuja utushike. Anasema
niliona hiyo video.
Anasema watakuwa wanaenda wanavuka boda, wanatoa lock, wanarudi.
I feel like the government has misplaced priorities and I'm not afraid to say it. The government does have misplaced priorities because why are you banning shisha?
I know. That's revenue.
If you're banning shisha, then ban cigarettes as well because shisha is a nicotine based product. Yeah. So why are you banning shisha? Mind you, the revenue shisha is bringing to the country, it's all you know, the bar industry, clubs, alcohol is the second most the most revenue to the country.
Yeah, true.
So they're not even looking at the bigger picture. That's why I'm saying misplaced priorities. How do you expect to open a bar at 5 p.m, close it at 11?
Ndio masa tunaingia sherehe.
Naribia watu kazi.
Like there are people who are working.
Yeah.
So upatane na Nairobi traffic. By the time una settle, because people need to go home, change, eat, do whatever, prep, and 11 is when actually club ndio inabamba ndio watu wanaingia. Like it's such a misplaced priority because you're also not thinking about okay, you want to close this bars at this time. Watu wote wameandikwa kwa hiyo industry, how are they going to make money?
Because the industry will go down.
It's going to go down. People are not going to spend as much as they're going watakuwa na spend because watakuwa zile za why are we even buying alcohol na tunaenda kufungiwa.
We have bigger problems.
Honestly, we do have
so big problems.
Way bigger problems to deal with rather than closing clubs at 11 p.m. and banning things like shisha. Like that's it's outrageous to me, honestly. It's wild to me because I'm just thinking about the kind of revenue, like for example, because unajua sasa ukisema pia bars, clubs ifungwe at 11 p.m, I'm thinking about the events industry is going to be affected. And I'm thinking of event organizations that solely depend on their bar to bring like revenue and income. How do you expect these people to make money? And yet at the end of the day, the same event organizers are paying loads of money to the government to get license kama za noise, kupay NEMA, kulipa makarao for security, you know. As in, it's just wild to me. Like someone can just sit down and think Kenyans are drinking too much. Let's close down bars at 11 p.m. That's actually
I saw that nikasema this thing is not wise because at the end of the day ukiongelea about the industry unapata first of all like kuna DJs. Imagine if in a lineup of DJs maybe there are 3 or 4 DJs wanachezanga or something. So if tunaanza kuingia club 5, imagine hizo sets ngapi zitakuwa, like DJs wangapi, how many, so itamaanisha we cut down the number of DJs who are playing at the night.
Yeah.
Then we cut the number of waiters or something because watu watapungua.
Kweli.
So mi naona hiyo stuff ni like
it's going to affect
Watu
the
bado
industry
watalewa.
bigly because already you can imagine now. I think I saw a report on EABL. They were saying they're not making as much money, something of the sort. I can't remember, but I'm just now imagining if already some industries are already struggling with the current setup of it's actually the first quarter of the year. Not many people are going out as much as the last quarter of the year. Hata sisi for as host we usually just anticipate for the last quarter of the year katikati ya mwaka where we can actually make a good living and all that, because that's when people are now have settled, they've done whatever they are doing, now they are ready to go back to outsiding. So I'm just thinking, if already industries are already struggling with this current setup, now imagine just giving people just 6 hours of going out. It doesn't make sense to me, because during COVID, when there were kulikuwa na the curfews and all that, so bars zilikuwa zifungwe by 8, curfew ni 9 ama whichever. By 2 p.m. the bars were open. Already they were struggling. It was so hard to keep afloat. Like, I don't know if you notice, a lot of clubs went really down during COVID time because it was so hard for people also to adjust back, because we are from a whole fucking pandemic. Guys were sick. Guys are so wako na so much paranoia. And now you can imagine now, okay, so tumefunguliwa clubs, you are ready to go back in, and then now tunatuambia bars inafunguliwa 2 p.m. So that's now another whole system guys had to adopt. Then now COVID disappeared, we went back to the normal system of going out again. It was just tena because honestly we're in 2024, but I still feel like we've not fully adjusted back to the nightlife like to the nightlife like before COVID. Honestly, there's just kuna a very big gap that still needs to be filled from the time we lost during COVID. So for the government to give people just 5 hours to operate bars, that's absolute nonsense.
Alafu bado wanasema wanataka kutoa makota na manusu ikuwe mzinga. hata wakisema meo ati ni ku stop people from drinking, hakuna kitu wataachieve juu bado watu watakunywa.
But watu watakunywa, that's the thing. Companies will keep on producing the alcohol. Bado kuna kuanga na pombe kwa supermarkets. Kuna kuanga na pombe kwa restaurants. Kuna kuanga na pombe like
hata mtu atabuy stock yake kwa fridge.
And people like I've seen even alcohol brands having specific websites where people can just order directly from their industries. People like I used to work at Kenyan Originals. Like for Kenyan Originals, you don't even really need to go to a particular outlet. Just order from their website and they bring exactly what you want. So as in, if the aim is to reduce alcohol consumption amongst the population, that's very stupid. And they need to get people who are doing proper research.
Kama watu Americans walishindwa. Americans wenyewe walishindwa. Wanadhani wataweza. Unajua Americans kuna time walikuwa wamebani.
It's actually so sad that they don't realize the fact that the nightlife industry and alcohol is one of the highest paying revenues. Bring like beyond in a letter do. Because let me ask you, when we, for example, for amapiano tour, tukiendanga amapiano in a different country, for example, juzi tulikuwa Eldoret, you'll find hotels are fully booked. Hakuna B&Bs because watu wanakuja kulala because it's an out of town trip. Hakuna B&Bs. Remember at the time in Diani, guys stayed in Diani paka there was no alcohol in Diani. Guys had to go buy alcohol in Mombasa. Like imagine watu wana drive all the way to Mombasa just to get alcohol because it's sold out in Diani. Na solely because ni watu wa mapiano wamekuja. So you can imagine kitu kama hiyo, because you find like a county like Eldoret doesn't have such an event every weekend. So the one weekend that we are having this event there, crazy revenue, because of course we are going to pay for license, tutalipia grao, watu watalipa place wanadoze, people will still go out even despite the event itself. Bado like people will in cars, they will fuel cars. Those who, if it's at a city or a town that has an airport, guys will get flights. So I don't know why they're not looking at the bigger picture. I feel like we have bigger things to deal with. For example, watoto with story school fees, there's so many kids can't get school fees, can't get education because their parents are struggling. Story of food, like prices are so high. It's so expensive living in Kenya right now. The common mwananchi is struggling, and you want to fight people who are drinking alcohol. Come on.
Kwani hao wenyewe they don't realize how much revenue inakujanga out of this nini. Hao wenyewe they're not realizing what
I'm like are you not seeing the bigger picture? Because at the end of the day, all these things happen and their license. People need to pay money for all these things to happen.
Your pesa.
And you know, this is now like the legal money. We've not even got to the illegal money where people will like have to pay off an OCS somewhere to make sure their bar is secure or something, like zile tu kuongezea tu juju for extra amenities, for extra security and all that. So if they're not looking at that, I honestly don't understand. But they're just fighting the wrong battles. I'm sorry, my dear government, but you're fighting the wrong battles. Instead, you should be fighting poverty and corruption, because that's the paramount in Kenya right now. Yeah.
As we are closing off,
yes,
Atufunge with Nini on the 13th of April. Is it on the 13th?
Yes, on the 13th of April, Amapiano Tour Kenya tutakuwa pale Rixos for the Kitengela Festival. Guys have been complaining tumekuwa tukienda out of town sana, so we've just thought wacha tuwalete karibu. So guys can get tickets on M-Tickets or Hustle Sasa, or the link is on my bio.
And nimeona Rixos inakanga poa baby.
Oh, it's such a beautiful venue. As in hiyo sherehe itakuwa it's gonna be mad. I think guys are waiting for this because this is the second edition we are doing. And kuna watu wana feeling so much FOMO. They get so much FOMO because of missing the out of town ones. So now because this is closer, it's closer. It's gonna be a vibe.
And Mankiu, we used to go there for pre-tours,
so
yes. Imagine the event.
Now this is an event. I'm so excited. I'm really excited. It's close.
Yeah.
Simbali. Sometimes it's good to take a break from the road trips and all that. Yeah.
Nasikia Kitengela iko na madem, so guys manze hapo itakuwa share.
Kwani ukambani man? I mean
tumekuwa kwa show na wakamba wawili for the first time, when umekuwa minority.
Oh, you also kamba. Oh, wow.
So the time
najipatanga kidogo.
Najipatanga kwa set na msewa kwa jaka wawili watatu wangu.
Really?
So wakamba wote tumefika Kitengela 13th.
Kenya tribes are beautiful. And Amapiano babes are very inakwambia wasichana wa Amapiano ni warembo. Like it's not even a joke. I think I knew about it in Diani. Like I've never paid attention, but Diani,
bro, Diani ilikuwa na
what? It was well to me, like madem walikuwa smart, like Adi, like we're having a discussion with my male friends, they're like hawajaona wasichana wengi warembo hivyo kama hiyo event.
Like vizuri mpaka malingari.
Like I think that's the first edition guys actually followed the dress code. But the guys don't know because it was an all white edition. Like it was beautiful. Even from the pictures, from the videos, it looked lovely. So naambianga watu kujeni ya mapiano, maybe uko ndo utapata mtu wako, you never know.
True.
Yeah,
ule wa mapiano.
Parting shot, anything you want to say, and tell me who you want to see on the podcast manze next.
Me, who I want to see next on the podcast. Oh wow, that's an interesting one. Charisma. Yeah, I think Charisma is anakwanga na such a nice vibe on podcast. And also he can share a bit more insight on, he's been working on an album. So I think I'd love to see Charisma.
So maybe that's the guy you want to see. Yes. Any other person apart from Charisma? I don't know if they're accessible because I really do like their podcast, but I'd love to see Ben Psycho and Wanjiru Njiru. I feel like Ben Psycho.
The Joyride podcast. Yes. I feel like those guys, their content is so relatable. I feel maybe Jumini, but their content is so relatable. I like their work ethic. I like how they're doing it together, because it's not so many couples like take that initiative of, you know what, we are going to start a whole brand on podcasting and content creation together.
They do it well,
and they do it well. So I would love to see them as well.
Oh, we'll get that.
We'll try and access them.
So we'll get that. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for tuning in to episode 8 of the Office podcast.
Number 9. Shout out to Pizzo, Team Hennessy.
That's what's up, Team Hennessy number 9.
Yes.
Number 9. Imekuwa amazing. Ama unafilaje Jio?
Mina feel tu imekuwa best.
Imekuwa best.
Yeah.
So see you on the next.
Nimefanya niongee English mingi huku. Watu huko mafans waanze kusema she's bougie. Please guys, naongea Kiswahili.
Kuna guest alika mingi tulikuwa tunadhani ongea tulikuwa tunadhani ongea
Savina.
Oh yeah. Lakini msi expect niongee zile Kiswahili za kina babu mheshimiwa. Shout out to the TV. Hizo vitu ni ngumu man.
Hizo sijui ni lugha gani. But anyway, hizo zinabamba tu.
Yeah.
So anyway guys, thank you very much for tuning in to episode 8. I hope to see you on this coming episode.
Stay tuned, man.
The one that is coming also is going to be crazy. Stay tuned for some great content. Love when you morning make all about clubbing and stuff. Nairobi based nini.
Yes.
But anyway, mtuambie next steps unataka tuongelee nini ama ni aje?
Tunataka kuona nani bidhi.
Nataka kuona pia nani manze. My guest wana come. Like content ni moto. Go subscribe na uja follow på Spotify. Wewe shinda tu hapo. But anyway, thanks for tuning in manze. Peace out.
Jambo.
Ooh, yeah.